Aloha traders, CIFI here with Stock Traders Talk Radio. Checking out ticker ITNS daily chart. We did the stock spotlight on it today. Hoss was breaking it down live. Went over a lot of good stuff, and very excited about what could be happening with this company in the future. As for the chart, I also like this. I'm going to start by looking at this area right in here and say that we hope that bottom is in. And you can see this has kind of been our range. You hit that 0.015 after it fell off the cliff. Gave you a nice indicator when she was coming down with a pattern there. You see with that 0.05 high, that is a shooting star, and that is bearish. And when we saw that, that was a good sign to get out of the way. As on the flip side of that, we saw on Friday, you can see right in here, Friday's candle, that is the other end of that, and that is called an inverted hammer, and that's bullish, and that's pretty much letting you know that quite possibly those sellers are gone, leaving you with buyers only. You can see they closed it right, bounced it off and held that 20 MA, and we haven't done that since she broke it pretty much at all since that 0.05 back in May. So I like that. Today you saw that you got above that 50 MA, which is setting at 0.015 briefly. She closed right at it, so I like that, but she did close higher than Friday's high, so very bullish. The volume, yeah, little anemic. I'd like to see that pick up, and I have a feeling it will. Now this 0.015 level that you see in June, where it bounced up that 0.0225, this is going to be key to get through. Not just because it's the 50 MA, but also because it was a support, and before it broke again in July. Now we're back there. Now obviously you get that 0.0225 up above it, and that's going to coincide with that 100 MA, which is at 0.024. Now if we broke through this 50 MA, it wouldn't surprise me to see it make a move for that. And with that being said, you've also got all these supports up here. You can see that. And these moving averages are rolling over, so that 200 MA might come into play around that level there, you know, that 0.03 to 0.032, anywhere in there, in between that 2.4, because these moving averages are going to obviously change over a day-to-day basis. Now, throwing a line on the top here from this 0.09, you can come down and you can see before that pattern broke there, all those 0.03s and the downsloping, we know that pattern is being bearish as a descending triangle, just the opposite of that ascending triangle that we look for on, to be bullish. So when mixed with that and that shooting star, that was a good indication to get out. So let me erase all these lines here. I think we're getting a little too many scrabble. Next thing I want to take a look at here is some of the cool stuff that you see going on. You see with this this money flow here, when we cross through that 50 MA overlay and a nice positive divergence started, and that actually started in June on that 0.015 and continued up. Now you've finally got that 50 MA overlay about ready to cross through the even mark, and you can see it hasn't done that. It tried a few times and failed, and really the downtrend accelerated when you had the actual CMF fall through the 50 MA overlay. So keep your eyes on that. As for the RSI, I like that she broke through the 50 MA overlay, then found support on it, which is pretty much, it's telling you that whoever's on this stock involved, they think the bottom's in and they're looking for it to go higher. And you've got a nice positive divergence setting up, and now we are officially through the 50 midpoint line, which means we could be heading into that power zone. We'd love to see that keep heading north. That would be key. As for your PPO, again, cross through that 50 MA overlay, and we see that on many charts and many big runners. That's the beginning of a trend, and you can see just like when it broke below it here, that was the sign of it going down. So a lot of good things going on here. As for the slow stow, same thing. It found that support off that 50 MA overlay. It didn't even go all the way down. It's heading back north, trying to cross over, and it's above that 50 line. So a lot of bullish things going on here as well. Let's get rid of all these and let's start over one more time here. So basically what I'm seeing on this chart is you do got a lot of bullish activity. You got the 20 MA underneath you, and that you can see right in there, that 0.011. So that's solid. Obviously you got that 0.0091, and you know, like we said, that 0.015, that's going to be your resistance. So just like you got resistance, you got support. I look for breakouts, but just like any other stock, you got to look out for breakdowns as well. But at least we've got our supports below us. Everything looks like it's going in the right direction. Keep your eye on it. Stop by the board at the ITNS board. You know, give it a mark so you don't miss any of the upcoming events or news or anything that has to pertain with this company. Anyways, hope you had a good day trading. See you tomorrow. Aloha.
Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio. All views and topics talked about on Stock Traders Talk Radio is solely for entertainment purposes. We are not professional financial advisors and always recommend you seek the advice of a professional financial advisor. Never invest in any stock featured on our show unless you can afford to lose your entire investment. The information contained on our show is based on sources which we believe to be reliable, but is not guaranteed by us as being accurate, and might not be a complete statement or summary of the available data. Stock Traders Talk Radio advises that the investments in companies profiled are commonly considered to be high risk, and use of the information provided is at the investor's sole risk. Thank you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio.